In today's video, I'll be taking my 6'9" LeBron James build to the rec center and absolutely dominating anybody that we run into. This is definitely the best all-around 6'9" build in the game, so trust me when I say this, you're going to want to watch this one all the way through. What's good? We are back with another 2K25 video, and like you heard in the intro, today we are going to be bringing our 6'9" LeBron James build to the rec center. I know the Lakers couldn't get it done in real life, so we had to bring LeBron James out here to get some revenge. We will be taking it out on our opponents today in the rec. I'm going to be showing you guys the entire build that I'll be using in this video, and after you see what we're doing in this gameplay, I promise you're going to want this build. Make sure you guys are watching all the way through. We are closing in on 6,000 subscribers, so go down there, drop a like, drop a sub, turn the notifications on before we get started. Without further ado, let's check out this build and then get right into our gameplay. Alright, and here are the stats we're going to be using. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I'm sure you guys have already seen this build. If you watch any of my LeBron James builds, I've already posted. You do get a 93 driving dunk, super consistent shooting with that 87 midi, all the ball handling and pass accuracy we need to be playing just like LeBron out there. Solid defense across the board, 60 steal, obviously not crazy, but you don't need much more than that. 92 rebound to get all the rebounding badges we need, and then crazy physicals, 81 speed on a 6'9", feels really fast. And since I did take this clip of my stats, I do have my last cat breaker to get 93 strength for the legend strong handle. And then that 80 vertical just to make us super athletic and help us dunk on people. Like I said, not going to spend too much time on the stats, but here they are if you want to copy the build after you see what we're doing in the gameplay. Not wasting any more time though, let's get into our first game. Starting out here, we got to let the point guard cook up. I mean, we are in the rec center and we are 6'9", so we're not going to be taking the ball up every single time, but we will get it plenty enough to start going crazy. I'm going to get in the corner here, snatch back, blow by, and dunk right on the center with the meter dunk. And we are starting this game out with a bang. We are out on the fast break here, finds me backdoor, throw the lob, but it does get picked off. I will say all game long, the guys guarding me were hawking lanes. Really should have been catching way more lobs than I was, but they were all over that stuff. It's okay though, we got the steal right back, ended up hitting a 3. Grinding on his Shaq build, top of the key, throws it to me backdoor, and I'm dunking in the paint again. That LeBron James backdoor, the 6'9" builds backdooring are so hard to stop, and we are out on the break, dunking that one. If you guys have watched the Lakers play at all this year, you know that LeBron James gets out on that fast break whenever he doesn't have to grab a rebound. Didn't happen as much in this past series. At the buzzer, by the way, in the corner, knocking it down, giving us the lead at the end of the first quarter. But like I was saying, if you guys watch the Lakers at all, you know that LeBron would be out on the break super consistently as we're knocking down a 3 in the corner. Whenever he wasn't having to grab a rebound, which in that Timberwolves series, he was having to grab rebounds consistently. He was playing the main big man, so he wasn't able to get those fast break dunks or fast break layups as often in that series, which really sucks, but it is what it is. We're out here in the corner though. Shaq's gonna find us on the back door again, dunking that one. Actually, I did not dunk it, but I did get fouled. Draw the foul. We're up 9 at this point, and you already know I'm knocking down that free throw, giving us a 10-point lead. Out on the break again. I'm gonna end up trying to meter dunk here, but I can't get it. It didn't pop up for me at all, so we missed the layup. It was technically open though, just because we're bigger than the guy that was trying to guard us. Anyways, Shaq's gonna find me in the corner. It pulled me into a mid-range. Really wanted the 3-pointer there, but we will take a mid-range. We got 15 points in this first half already. Getting it on the break, throwing it back to the shooting guard. I'm gonna go backdoor. He finds me on the lob, and I'm throwing it down all over anybody in the paint. Nothing they can do to stop LeBron when he's driving like that. I did not get player of the half, but we did put up a solid 17 points on 7 of 10 shooting, and we have a 14-point lead going into halftime. You love to see it. We're really hooping out here. I haven't even really been shooting like that, just been paint mashing, because when I'm on this 6'9" build, there's not much they can do to stop me, especially when we got big Shaq down in the paint. A lot of times he's going to draw the center, and I'm going to get a lot of wide open, easy looks in the paint. They end up finding me on the break here, but the lob just did not connect. He ends up throwing it right out of bounds. Didn't even give me a meter on that one for some reason. It is what it is though. I get a decent contest there. Their center was dogging though. He ends up getting a nice little layup to bring it back within 10. That's okay. We are right back on offense. Gonna find me in the corner, pulling up and knocking it down. 78 3-pointer does not matter. And I got heat check with a 9-point lead coming into the end of the third quarter here. I'm gonna go backdoor again. He's gonna find me standing dunk all over their entire team. I'm telling you right now, they are not stopping that when I'm driving to the paint. Shooting guard misses, but I do come in, grab the offensive rebound, and then hit Shaq at the top of the key. Gonna go ahead and force a backdoor lob. Again, can't get it to go. Like I said, they were all over those lanes all game long, ruining some really good highlights. Had to keep that in there though. Shaq's catching a crazy body in the paint with that lob, and we are all over this guy on defense. I mean, you guys saw the defensive stats I have. I'm boxing this dude all game long. Get a good contest there, and then we are out on the break, but he steals it right back. Like I said, they were just hawking those lanes all game long, ruin a whole bunch of my highlights. They did not want to see me win out here, but it does not matter. We still got 22 points, still going crazy, even though they're all over me. He takes a crazy fadeaway, down 4. We get the rebound, and we are out on the break. They end up finding me, and I get a nice little dunk to make it 24 points and seal the game. 4 seconds left, 2 seconds left. He pulls it from half, up 6, makes the shot contested from half court, but we still end up coming away with a 3-point win. Going absolutely crazy in that first game. 24 points on 77% field goal. Get the player of the game. Shout out to my teammates for letting me cook, but we are into game number 2. Out the next one, we're back on the break. The point guard's going to end up getting a nice little dunk here in the paint over a couple of people. We love to see it. We start out this game with a 7-0 lead. I'm going to go backdoor. Nice little lob to me. Throwing that one down for our first basket of the game. You love the top of the key lob on the backdoor. It just looks so good this year. I honestly love the dunk and lob animations. They're really good. Dot and Shaq in the paint all over the center trying to guard him, giving us an 11-3 lead. But back to what I was saying. Dunk animations, the dunk meter. One thing I will say as I dot, the shooting guard there knocks it on top of the key 3. I do miss not having to time alley-oops. I get having to time dunks to make the skill gap for that, but I really, really miss not having to time your alley-oops. Let me know if you guys remember that. I think 2K21 was the last time you didn't have to, and then starting in 2K22, you had to start timing them. Let me know down in the comments if you guys remember that or if you played back then. That's definitely one thing I would change. At least for the alley-oops, I get the dunk meter type of stuff to make a skill gap, but I don't like having to time my oops. As I get a little dunk in the paint there, giving us a 16-point lead before halftime. Honestly, we have 6 and 3 right now, pulling up a 3 in the corner and knocking it down, giving us 9 points in the first half. A little bit quieter of a first half. I had to keep the Shaq free throw in here. This was crazy. This came from this is the same gameplay that Grinding had posted a video on. So if you guys haven't watched his video about giving the Lakers a real center, make sure you're going to watch that. He was dominating out here in the rec. To give that a little plug because we were out here going crazy on our LeBron build. You love to see it. We got a 19-point lead at half. He's got player of the half with 10 points, 2 assists, and 14 rebounds. We are just dominating anybody we are playing out here. We got 18 points in the paint in the first half. I'm looking to add to that as we were back out on the break, getting another little standing dunk. 11 points for us starting out the third quarter here. Then the rest of the third quarter was pretty quiet. I do get another one to start the fourth quarter on the break. I was leaking out as much as possible just because, like I said, you love to see LeBron on the leak out again. Alley-oop from half court, throwing that down. But like I was talking about in the first gameplay, we saw that a lot in the regular season from the Lakers, that LeBron being able to leak out on the break. Just couldn't see it in the playoffs, which I would have liked to see more. As I throw a self lob, 17 points, a few minutes left here in the fourth quarter. We are up 30, and their team has started to quit. I lay it up right over the smaller guard trying to defend me in the paint, and then I'm wide open again. They can't figure out the transition defense, and another dunk for LeBron. Shooting guard ends up pulling up a nice little mid-range here. Can't get it to go, but they grab the rebound, and we do get a 32-point win to end the second game. That we're just out here destroying anybody that was trying to play against us. There was nothing they could do. I end that one with 21 points, 71% from field goal, and 3 assists. I had a ton of fun out here on my LeBron James build, and we are going crazy to make it even better. I appreciate you guys watching all the way through, sticking around. Drop a like, drop a sub, turn those notifications on your way out, and I will catch you in the next one.